water. Hair's so wobbly. I have some seafood here today. I wish I could, if y'all could see that. I'm gonna take a video of it with my phone right now. Ooh, so I don't forget and just start eating it. Oh, calm down now and pop. Okay, so I wanted some seafood and I wanted to make a video. So we're having a mukbang. Let me put my phone on Do Not Disturb because apparently people want to contact me. It's gonna be a mukbang and it's gonna be a story time. No, not my story time. Just a crime. It's not a crime. Well, it is. But before I started, I'm gonna show y'all what I got. They said Merry Christmas because I called them and I was like, what specials do you have today? They said we have a pound shrimp for like $23. And I said, oh, that's what's up. Oh, this cute. They said we got a gift for you. Merry Christmas. What'd they say? It's a keychain for Juicy Seafood and it has their telephone number on it. But it's cute. This gonna go in my keys. But yeah, I took my hair out and my hair grew so freaking much. If you have me on Snap, you probably already saw it, but I am so excited, but I want to cut it again. Yeah, I do. And they gave me this little coupon, 2 lunches, entire purchase, like $2 off, 10% off, $5 off. But let me, I can't put nothing anywhere. Oh my gosh. Let me put this on and start this damn thing. For 1 minute. My music is playing. I hope you can really, I'm not gonna use these girls. I wash my hands. I forgot how you use this thing. I think you just tie it around your neck. Let's hope I don't get anything on the floor. Okay, so the story time. My throat dry. Okay, this story time is about this woman, this grown woman. She has about, let me take, I should probably take this Band-Aid off. She has 3 sons. They grown people though. I'm just telling you a little bit about her backstory. Like, yeah, y'all know what I'm talking about. She has 3 sons and they're all grown though, but one of them live with her, right? She is a divorcee. She's been divorced about 2 times. I got notes written down because last time when I was about to do the story time, I actually made a video talking about how I was giving you guys a little preview of it, but now this is gonna be the first video, so y'all didn't even see the preview. Oh, this good. Hold on. And so one night her friends decided that they wanted to go out, and then they're like, okay, let's go out. So she went out with her friends, and this dude walking by her table just throws money at her. I probably shouldn't have did that. He throws money at her, and they're all looking like, they were like, oh, okay, drinks on you tonight. Hey, y'all know what I'm talking about. So this man was like, he was talking to her, and he was like, oh, he's just new in the town and he's trying to find somewhere to live. He's trying to buy a house. And she's like, oh, well, I'm a realtor. So when I'm looking at my notes, like, they're actually coming back to me. I'm like, oh my gosh, I actually remember this. Get away from me. Move, Didi. She's like, oh my gosh, I'm a realtor. Here's my card, and then we'll talk about it. And then when he texted her, the first thing he texted her is like, let me take you on a date. And he did. And they went on dates every day. He took her out for lunch every day for 3 weeks. Three weeks. Then he proposed to her. Guess what Miss Ma'am said? She said, yeah. So when that happens, he's like, oh, I'm an electric engineer. That's what he does for a job. I guess that's why he got so much money. He's a manager. And oh, hold on. What's it called? And once they're engaged, he shows her 2 death certificates. Yeah. Why you gotta come off that strong though? But anyways, Didi, move away from my food. You're gonna make me drop it. Move. He showed her 2 death certificates, and it was his 2 sons, and they died in a car crash, in a car accident with his parents. So he killed his, that's from my mind. I said, so he killed his 2 sons, and then he killed his grandparents, since they're probably not even dead. That's what I'm thinking, but love is blind. She's like, oh gosh, feel sympathy. He's crying. Ugh. Next. Then he shows her a transcript for medical school, because he's a doctor. He just stopped practicing after his sons and his parents died in the car accident. Yeah. Woo! So when the lady, I'm gonna give her a name. Let me do this. Let me give them names. We're gonna call Miss Ma'am. We're gonna call her Star. And we're gonna call him David. So they're the only 2 people that's gonna matter. So that's the only names you need. So Star told her daughter, one of the older kids, about this, and their daughter thought it was a little weird because, you know, she's gonna see it, but of course her mom isn't. Star isn't gonna see it. So they wanted to do their little investigation. So they looked him up. They did a background check. The background check came out perfectly clean, nothing on him at all. Then they're like, okay, that's good. Then they look up the death certificates for the kids and the grandparents, and nowhere to be found. So next thing is, one day he decides, oh, I'm so happy today. Let's go look for rings, wedding rings, because, you know, they're engaged. So she's like, okay, let's go. They go looking, shopping for rings at K Jewels, I don't know. And when they get there, they found big, how much was it? 3K, 30,000 ran for her. Okay. And when he asked how much it was, he was like, okay, I could come get it tomorrow. He's like, okay. So they go home, and then once tomorrow about to come, he gets a phone call from his ex-wife talking about his stepdaughter committed suicide. His ex-stepdaughter committed suicide. And guess how much money not my remote. Guess how much money the ex-stepmom, well, the ex-wife, what am I saying? The ex-wife say the funeral is going to cost exactly $30,000. Same amount as the ring. So the girl's like, oh, feeling sympathy. It's all right. I don't need a ring. The ring don't mean nothing, right? And now when it's time to send out invitations, time to send out invitations, right? Wedding invitations. He said, oh, nah, babe, I got it. That means, oh, you got it? You gonna send out the invitations? He said, yeah. He sends out the invitations to everyone. And when everyone got it, everyone starts calling her the second they get it. They're like, oh my gosh, we didn't know he was a doctor. She was like, a doctor? How y'all know that? I didn't tell y'all that. Apparently, he put Dr. David on the invitation. So it was a wedding surprise because he told her he's about to start practicing again. He's going to be a doctor again. Eating. Vivian. Go to your cage. I'm dying. Well, anyways. Oh. He's about to start practicing again. And she's like, oh my gosh, she's happy. She's a wife of a doctor. Her man is a doctor. She ain't gotta go to work. Period. Okay, so I got my shit dirty. They had a small little wedding. Nothing exaggerating. They had it at their house. And what the heck? She's the type of wife that drives him to work, go home, and then pick him up when it's time to pick him up. Okay? And then one day, she's calling him to check up on him. No response. And then she called his job. Before that, she saw these messages on his phone between one of the nurses. You know what everybody say, they know the doctors be messing with the nurses, so she texts the number back like, who is this? Like, you are on my man's phone. That is my husband. Who is this? And the lady was like, I don't think the person responded. And then when he gets home, he mad at her. He like, what are you doing? You almost made me lose my job over you catching me cheating on you. He said, that was my boss that you texted. Bold. Very bold. And so, another day comes. After that, some time go by. This is a time where he vanished. Normally he calls her when he's ready to be picked up. She don't get a phone call. And she calls him, she don't get a response. So she calls up the hospital. She's like, Starlight, I'm dirty. Is Dr. David there? They're like, Dr. David, who is that? I don't know who that is. They transfer her to a different department. She asked the same question. They gave her the same response. We don't know who that is. When she gets to the third one, they're like, oh, hold on a second. And then she's like, oh yeah, call security because we caught him today for impersonating a doctor. She said, what? They said, yeah. So the reason why she didn't get a phone call from him to pick her up is because he's in jail. That man is in jail for impersonating a doctor, and he got caught that day. So she like calling the lawyer or whatever, and then they're like, oh yeah, what he did is he took the license of another doctor and he put his picture on top of it to impress females. You hear that? That man went to jail because he was impersonating a doctor to impress females to take them out. And guess what? He did that to his other ex-wife too. What is wrong with men? This is true. Yeah, I need help. And when she wanted to do a little more digging, right? So she called up the death certificate of the grandma and his kids who supposedly died in that car crash, and they're like, we don't have anybody by that name. Nobody's under this. I'm like, my question is, why are they just giving off information like that? Can they? I don't know. No. Oh, that is nasty. I'm so sorry. Excuse me. My acid reflux acting up. But she's like, I'm like, damn. He went to jail. Oh, listen to this. Listen to this. When he went to jail, he left her an apology letter. Not an apology letter, really. He left her a letter. Kind of an apology letter, I guess. And there was a clip of the ex-wife saying all the things that he did to her also. That's how she knew. And he in jail knowingly knows he killed his 2 children who are still alive. Fuck. Please eat that, Edie. Here. Eat the potato. And he killed his mom and his dad and his 2 kids. And his ex-wife's daughter. By making her commit suicide in his head. Just for sympathy. You men are pathetic who do that. There's females who do that too. You people are very pathetic. He went to jail. Stupid. Yeah. That was the rest of that story time. This is a lot of freaking shrimp. What other story time do you guys want to hear, maybe? Oh, please don't die. I'm thinking about a story time, but I'm thinking if it's okay for me to tell. Hold on. I have so many story times and I'm trying to think if I've already made a video or not. I have an interesting life. This is the end of the video. I'm tired of chewing this stuff. I want some of my candy. I'm fat. But anyways, y'all, I'm gonna save that story time I was gonna tell you that I was laughing at a different time. This fruit good. Okay. I'll see y'all later.